Hello and welcome to GCSE Chemistry, topic C2, Bonding, Structure and Properties of Matter. This tutorial will cover part 5, metals and alloys. Starting off with metallic bonding. Metallic bonding occurs because the outer electrons of metals are free to move, which means they don't stay in a fixed place. Instead, they move through the metal. We call this the sea of electrons. When electrons are free to move, we say they are delocalized. This means that there are strong electrostatic bonds inside metals between the positive nucleus and the negative electrons. Because of this, metals have a really high melting and boiling point because of the strong bonds. Metals are solid at room temperature. There is an exception of mercury, and they're very good conductors of heat and electricity. And that's because of those delocalized electrons. Because those electrons are free to move, they carry electricity or heat through the metal, which is why metals conduct. Metals are also malleable. That means if you hit them, they can be bent into shape and they don't break. That's because when you hit them, the layers slide over each other, but there's still electrostatic bonds between positive and negative. Alloys are mixtures of metals and other elements. Alloys are stronger and harder than pure metals. For example, steel is an alloy made out of iron and carbon. Bronze is an alloy. Brass is an alloy. The reason alloys are stronger and harder is to do with the structure. If you look at this picture of an alloy here, because an alloy is made of different elements, the elements have different size particles. So this means it's harder for layers to slide over each other because of the irregular shape, and that means that it's stronger and harder than a pure metal. If you pause the tutorial and give yourself 5 minutes to answer these two questions. 3 properties of metal. You can have any of these: a high melting point, a high boiling point, strong, malleable, hard, good conductors of heat, good conductors of electricity. Why can they conduct electricity? It's because of the delocalized electrons. The delocalized electrons are free to move through the metal. That means they can carry the electric charge and so can make sure metals are good conductors of electricity. In summary, we've looked at metals and alloys.